Hi everyone. Hope you're having a good day today. It has been very productive here, but super rainy. Man, it's been raining for days and days. I should not complain though, however, obviously. I mean, the Carolinas got way more rain than we're even going to think about getting. So, what are we opening up tonight? Quite a few things. We will open a multi-sport autographed ticket, a half case of Gold Rush autographed baseball jerseys, a half case of Leaf autographed mini helmets, and a full case of XR football. So we've got quite a few things on tap tonight, but as always, before we get into the heart of breaking, we do have a little information to go over. So let's go ahead and get started with that, except I put you on the wrong page. How about that? Now I think I took us to a black page. Can you tell I took a night off? I'm like all out of sync. What am I doing? Okay, so what we're talking about here, this is a break that is not listed on eBay. I'm selling it directly by way of chat and messages. It's about half full, and I would really like to get this filled the rest of the way up so that we can break it. So if you're interested in some spots in this, please let me know. You can hit me up here in chat. You can send me a message on eBay. Although if you do that, don't talk about money or anything because they're apparently getting testy about that. Just say, something about you're interested in opulence and we'll take it from there. It is a new high-end product from Panini. It came out on Friday, 2718 opulence basketball. And we're doing a hits draft. So that means every single position is guaranteed to get something. The case is going to have 21 hits. We're going to also take all of the base and numbered base, which will equal about 9 cards, and make that a 22nd hit. So that gives us 22 bidding positions. Basically, you know what? It works like this. We just open it up. We take a look at all the cards that are in it. Then we randomize our list of participants using random.org. That gives us our draft order, and we go from there. So if you ended up in draft position number 3, 2 cards would have been chosen. All the rest would be there. You just pick the one that you want, and down the list we go. If you happen to not be watching live and you have your position comes up, in that case, I would just pick something for you, basically. But it is $135 a spot. Each spot gets a draft position. It's all in, shipping costs included. We'll break it when we fill it. It says if you pull nothing, you'll get nothing, but everybody's guaranteed to get something in this because, again, it's a hits draft. I only created enough bidding spaces as we have hits, okay? And it is, as always, with any break item, a no return, no refund item. So if you're interested in it, let me know. If you want to pick up additional spots, let me know. Corey, I know you've picked up several in there. If Parker or Bakes, Stang Lover, Pope, anybody else want to pick up additional spots, let me know. Moving into our regularly scheduled programming, a note about feedback to let you know that I have it completely automated on eBay. What that means to you is that you never ever have to wait on me. So as soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. And then, of course, the second part of that is just a note to say thank you, because I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me as I do this most nights. Actually took last night off for the first time in a long time. And my Steelers won. I was happy. I was working while the game was on, but I was still able to watch most of it, so that was fun. Now we're looking at breaks that are already listed on eBay. So this is stuff that's up and running that you can already bid on. Tomorrow night, we're going to open a full case of TriStar Game Day Great Autograph football jerseys. We'll open a full case of National Treasures baseball, which comes out tomorrow, and a full case of Bowman Chrome baseball, which also comes out tomorrow. Thursday night, we'll do a multi-sport autographed program, a second case of NT baseball, and a case of Spectra, which, note, guys, those are loose boxes from 2 different cases that have been put together to get us to our case quantity. On Friday, we'll open 3 more of our baseball jerseys, Series 2, another half case of those, another half case of Leaf mini helmets. That'll be the start of a new case. Our 4th and final case of XR football will be opened Friday night, and then we'll open another case of Bowman Chrome on Friday night. Saturday, we're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff on Saturday. A 3-peat basketball box, which of course has our 3 autographed items in it. Then we're going to do a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys. We're going to do a third of a case of Luminaries baseball, a half case of Bowman High Tech, and a half case of Trinity. All of those, Luminaries, High Tech, and Trinity, those are all loose boxes that someplace sent me that they didn't give me, a full case. They gave me a part of a case, so there you go. That's what we're going to do. We're also going to do our Topps Chrome Football Mixer again, but this time we're going to do 2 boxes of each of the years. So there'll be 2 boxes from 2013, 2 from 2014, and 2 from 2015. Sunday, we're going to start a little earlier than normal. Be aware of that. We'll open a Hall of Fame multi-sport autographed jersey and a half case of basketball jerseys, right? Gold Rush. That says Series 1. Is that Series 1? I guess it is. I guess the others were from 2017. So it's a half case of autographed basketball jerseys, a Hit Parade autographed baseball bat, and a half case of Heritage High Number baseball. So that's what the days ahead look like for tonight. This is what we're looking at. Free shipping breaks tonight. That's the autograph ticket, the Series 2 baseball jerseys, and then the Leaf mini football helmets. Guys, I'm projecting that to get out the door on Monday, which, believe it or not, is October the 1st. More than likely, I'm going to be able to get it out to you sooner than that, but plan on Monday. Be happy if you see it go faster. Our paid shipping break tonight is XR football, and I have that projected out on Saturday. And I believe, again, I can probably get that out to you faster than Saturday, but plan on Saturday. Finally, consolation cards. If you're in any of these breaks tonight and you don't hit something, you are entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year in any series. I keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period. If you're in one of the free shipping breaks, I typically just hold your consolation card until the next time you have a package shipping. Then I gather them all up, send them out with that package. If you're in the free shipping break and you don't want to wait for that, send me a message on eBay and let me know. I'll send your consolation card out by itself with no problem. If you're in the paid shipping break tonight, which is XR, I think everybody's going to pull something. If you happen to get skunked and not pull a single card, your consolation cards would go out with the rest of the break. So first up tonight is 2018 Hit Parade Multi-Sport Autograph Ticket Break number 2. Of course, our spots were sold by first letter of last name. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 25th of September. And of course, you'll see there our letters, and across from each of those is the user ID of our winning eBay bidder. And of course, a new spreadsheet will go up before the start of each break. So if you're not in this break, you're going to see your name up there when we do get to your product. Last but not least, I am adjusting the focus. I don't use autofocus, so I manually set it. And usually we're able to see things up nice and close. Occasionally I have to tweak it again, but usually we don't. Who's in chat tonight? So Corey's here. Hi, Corey. How you feeling, man? How are things up there in Alaska? Edward is here. Ken's here. Jay Allen, S&S Design. Fishman. Haven't seen you in here in a few days, Fishman. S&S Design, I tell you what, I'll take the congratulations on the Steelers win. Ugly though it may have been. We kind of needed a win, so I'll take that. Corey, you hit an opulence, a 24-karat vintage signature Kobe Bryant. Wow. And you hit some stuff in NT Collegiate. Very nice. You got a lot of stuff going on then. You're doing pretty well then, my friend. Hey, we have 2 in here, guys. This is only supposed to be 1 in here, but I'm making sure there's nothing else in there after all that. We do have a coupon, but we've got 2 in this one. So, I don't know. Is it a hot box or something? I don't know why we have 2, but I'll take it. So, Doc Gooden is our first one, so that's going to go to bidding position G. You can see there's your Dave and Adams certificate of authenticity. And, hey, that's on a World Series ticket. So, that's pretty cool there for the G's with Doc Gooden. And no less, we're going to have another one. So our next one here is also on a World Series ticket, but this one is from 2006. And there's our Dave and Adams COA again. But where's the little sticker that tells us who this person is? What does that say? Something Randolph. It's an R anyway. So we have a bidding position R on this one, and we have a bidding position G on this one. We were only supposed to get 1 in the box, and somehow or another we ended up with 2, so much the better. G and R. All right, so there are autograph tickets. A bonus. Deathstalker, you said, why can't you rewind the live stream? This comes up periodically. Look, I don't know. I think it has to do with the way my latency is set, but yeah, I've had other people tell me that too. So yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that, man. Corey, you're asking how many spots are left in Opulence. It's about half full. So I think we've got like 11 left to go. So that's where we're sitting on that. Greg is here. Buckeye for Fun is here. Greg, you are right. The Steelers did barely win. Gina, you watched the Kentucky game just because of me. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, and you're right. Our quarterback play is shaky, okay? I will grant you that. He is new to the system. He was a JUCO guy that we picked up, and this is his first year in our system. And, yeah, he's a little shaky is the right word. But Benny Snell, man, our running back, is tremendous. We've got a really good tight end with C.J. Conrad. And Josh Allen, our defensive end, is, as you say, a beast. You know? Yeah. So we look pretty good this year overall. I better knock on some wood like times 10 there. If you did not see this a moment ago, here is the information about our shipping for tonight. So I'm not going to read through the whole thing again, but please take a glance up there if you weren't signed on or you didn't see that a moment ago, okay? We are next up with 3 boxes of 2018 Gold Rush Series 2 autographed baseball jerseys. This is a half case break, and it is the start of a new case. So what that means to you is that I'm going to take all 6 boxes out of the case. I will number each box on the end, and then I will use random.org to determine which 3 we open tonight versus which 3 are going to be in our next break. Okay, so that's how that's going to be. And let's see, I got to catch up here on a little bit more chat, and then we'll be pretty close to caught up here. And the Vance McDonald stiff arm, that was crazy good, right? Crazy good. Like, he just pushed the guy in the face and knocked him on the ground. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I think I heard them say last night that same guy for the Bucks has had a similar play happen to him in the past, where he had like a really nasty stiff arm that just knocked him down and knocked him into, next year. So I think that poor guy, yeah, that's got to be bad, because that's like a Sports Center highlight. It had to have been Sports Center highlight, because that was crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, my Steelers did not look perfect, but as I said, I will take the win, happily take it and run. Sometimes that is the best that you can do, is just take it and run. All right, so let's get these all numbered up. And then, of course, I'm going to bring you along with me. We're just going to go right over here to random and get this figured out as to which ones will open tonight versus which ones will be opened in the next break. If I can get us on the right page, that is. Oh, shoot. I just hit the wrong thing. That's okay. Okay, what's random going to dial up for us? 1, 2, and 6 are our lucky boxes tonight. So, of course, 1 and 2 on the top, 6 on the bottom. Let me just get the 3 middle ones I put back in their case, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, if I can stop knocking things over, that might also be to my general benefit. Like, these boxes, I'm always knocking things over when I have these boxes on the table. So, Corey, you said you're going to a specialist on Thursday to try to figure out what they can do about your back. Yeah, I mean, you know what? As I said, my neighbor fractured a couple of her vertebrae. I know your situation's a little bit different, but she was able to avoid surgery. I mean, she definitely had to take it easy for a while, but as a whole, she was able to avoid it. So maybe you will be too. S&S Design said VTech losing to Old Dominion. Everybody was going crazy over it. Yeah, that was an ugly, ugly loss for Virginia Tech. Like, yeah. I don't think anybody was expecting that one. So I'll agree with you on that. So first out is going to be Tim Raines. This is your JSA authentication along with a JSA sticker. And I might tweak our settings here just a tad. Hang on 1/2 of a second there. Let's see if I can see things maybe a little. Is that a little better? Yeah, maybe. So that, of course, just matches your card. Tim Raines, you guys might remember, of course, way back, was an Expo. I'm sure this is an Expo's jersey. And there you can see the logo and whatnot. And, of course, the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. So our cards and items, they always go to the current franchise, right? So they stay with the franchise. So in other words, the Montreal Expos are now called the Nationals, and you can trace that franchise history. So it goes to the Nationals. And if you ever have any questions about how any of that works, down at the bottom of all of my listings in that little special circumstances area, it explains all of that stuff in some pretty good detail. Brian, the XR break is, I don't know, probably about maybe 15 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. This looks like, is this going to be Robinson Cano, I guess? Perhaps. There is a PSA DNA authentication, your PSA DNA sticker. And looks like this is, again, going to just be a custom jersey for the Mariners. See what we've got on there. Oh, sorry, not for the Mariners. For the Yankees. Whoops. There you go. For the New York Yankees for Cano. See, I get in my head the current teams, and that's a good thing I flipped that open, isn't it? Because I would have flipped it open eventually, and then I would be like, oh, no, I got to email somebody. So Cano for the Yankees on this one. And again, make sure if that's coming to you that you find that little piece of paper before you... Whoa, did that come off of there? Yeah, it did. We got to put that back on there. That's laying on the table. But make sure that you find your little authentication always before you throw it out, so I can see where it was, because there's a little shadow like where the glue was. But those are usually on there a lot tighter than that. That's kind of scary. But anyway, we'll have to make sure that that stays with it too, huh? S&S Design, did you hit? You must have hit something because you said Happy Dance. So I think that you must have hit something good. Oh, and Gina wants me to like. She wants me to dance, do a little dance like a court jester. She says we have a packed house and I need to be on my game. Little does Gina know I don't have any game. I have no game. All right, we have a JSA authentication card, a JSA authentication sticker. Martinez is our jersey, and it is a Red Sox. So we have the Boston Red Sox. Why do I unfold these? I can never fold them back. And then we have the Yankees with Cano, and we started off with the Tim Raines on the Montreal Expos jersey, which goes to the Nationals. So Red Sox, Nationals, and Yankees hit our jerseys tonight. Let me get these out of the way and we'll roll into some helmets. Okay, let me find the helmets. That would be the next step, wouldn't it? Yeah, really, I don't have to find them. I know where they are. I just have to go get them. That's all. I just have to go get them. Okay, let's bring up our spreadsheet one more time. And probably, surely to goodness, everybody's seen this by now. But just in case, I mean, people do jump in and out. So if you have not, there's the 411 on your shipping info and consolation cards if you happen to get skunked, okay? We're opening 4 boxes of 2018 Leaf Autograph Mini Football helmets. It's a half case break. It's the back half of the case we started a couple of nights ago, and it is break number 2. Of course, it ended tonight on eBay, the 25th of September. Like, where did summer go? How am I in fall already? This is not making me happy. Well, other than the fact that it means I can legitimately sort of start buying Halloween candy that I can then all eat myself before the trick-or-treaters get here. So that part makes me happy. And then I try to act like somebody else ate it. Hey, what happened to all the Halloween candy I bought? Who ate all that? Yeah, they all know I ate it. That's why you can't shop at Sam's Club, man. Don't buy your Halloween candy at Sam's Club or Costco, because then you're going to do what I do, and you're going to eat it all. So, I'm just saying. Oh, S&S Design, you had the Tim Raines. Well, congrats on that, and you're off to bed. All right, well, we will catch you the next time, S&S. And Corey's drugged up, he says, so it gives him a bad stomach, but helps with the pain. So that's always a good thing, Corey. Green Bay Packers getting things started tonight with Paul Horning. Got a Leaf COA, and behind it, can't barely see it, but there is a Leaf hologram authentication sticker on the back side of that as well. Oh, Corey, you said you missed you missed getting the 49ers in the helmet tonight. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Auction Sniper. I tell you guys this all the time, but Auction Sniper is a thing of beauty. Oh, this is not who I thought it was, but it's still nice. This is for the Saints, and it's Willie, I always say it wrong. Big Shock, right? Big Shock. Ralph, whatever his name is. We all know him. He was a big-time Saint. There is your Leaf hologram sticker way down inside there. You can see your little Leaf credit card size dealio. And so we have a Saint and a Packer so far. And then we had a Saint out of the first half of this too, didn't we? We had Alvin Kamara. So it's a Saint. Oh, man. It's a Saints kind of case. Corey, you better look away, man, or take some more drugs or something, because you said you lost out on the 49ers tonight, and this is not going to make you happy. I hate to even show you this because it's Jerry Rice, man. Ooh, which is a very nice hit for the 49ers, but when you lose the bid on the 49ers, it probably makes you not as happy. Leaf authenticated sticker on the back, your Leaf COA inside, and a very sweet little Jerry Rice helmet coming out for San Francisco 49ers. One left to go. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody. If I can get it, good luck with me getting it out, right? That's about how I'm feeling right now. Can't get cut through the sticker. It is Keenan Allen and the Chargers, who we have pulled a few times in the jersey, but this might be the first mini helmet. Leaf authenticated sticker on the back. Leaf authenticated credit card size COA inside. So to recap our mini helmets, it is Keenan Allen and the Chargers. A nice Paul Horning for the Green Bay Packers. The Saints hit with Willie, Ralph, whatever. You know I'm not going to pronounce it right. But you also know who he is. So, Saints with that. And then our star of this half case, I have to say, it's got to be my man Jerry Rice here for the 49ers. Because that's, well, that's just nice. Everything about that is good. All right, let me get our mini helmets out of the way. And then we're going to be heading right into XR football. Let me get our case of XR up here, and we'll put our spreadsheet up and get cracking. We've hit some really good stuff out of XR too, and it seems to have a lot of one-of-ones, and really good one-of-ones, by the way. So far, I'm sure tonight will continue that trend. If you didn't see this a moment ago, then you probably are just now tuning in because it's been up there a lot. But basically it's this. The free shipping break's projected to go out on Monday, which, believe it or not, is October the 1st. Probably can get it out a little sooner, but plan on Monday. Just be happier if it ships sooner. And for XR football, projecting a Saturday shipping date. Probably can get it out sooner, but I don't want to promise for certain, but I think I probably can. And of course, in all cases, consolation cards. If your team is not pulled, you are entitled to get one. It can be from any year in any series. I track it for a rolling 90-day period. If you're in a paid shipping break and you get skunked, your consolation cards ship out with the rest of the break. If you're in a free shipping break and you get skunked, I usually hold your consolation cards until the next time when a package does ship. If you don't want to wait on that, you send me a message, let me know, we'll get you hooked up. So we are headed now into 15 boxes, which is a full case of XR football. Full case break number 3. And of course, format that you're familiar with by now, with team names on the left, your name up in lights there across from it on the right-hand side. And let's see here what else we've got. I know Gina says that I broke Corey's heart by pulling that 49ers hit. I know, man. I'm sorry. I felt so bad about that. But Edward, you said, is that your hit, Edward, the 49ers Jerry Rice mini helmet? As if so, he says he's been chasing that. So I guess we gotta, you know, we're happy for you too, Edward. We just, I always feel bad when somebody comes in and says, like, before you break it, and they say, oh, I got outbid on XYZ and in the break tonight. And then I always, if I pull something for whoever they got outbid for, I always feel so bad when I say that we're pulling it because I know how awful that feels. I've had it happen. Happened to me forever chasing an Antonio Brown rookie. Like the times when I wouldn't win, here would come AB out of that dang box. All the times I would win, oh, I never hit him. And then finally, of course I did, but it took me a good long while and a good amount of heartbreak, so I can relate to that. Jay Allen, you got one of the tickets tonight? Well, that's good then. I'm kind of psyched that they gave us 2, honestly. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, so I'll always take an extra hit. Richard, you are asking if we've got any unpaid teams in XR, and I do not believe that we do. I had at the start of the night, I think maybe one or two things that were unpaid, but they were bidders that I know well, and I'm sure that it's probably even paid by now. You know, it's just somebody was maybe running late or something. So nothing that I was concerned about tonight anyway. So, but thank you for checking on that, Richard. You guys know I appreciate that. Sometimes you step in and pick up those unpaid spots, and I always appreciate that. So each one of our boxes, as you saw me take out there, has 2 packs in it. And we will also find 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box. Now, I will say this. In some cases, we have had rewards points that have replaced some of our hits. So if that happens tonight and we pull some Panini rewards points, then we just use random.org at the end of the break and award them that way. So just be aware of that. I already saw a redemption floating around. I saw the edge of it in there, so we're for sure going to have at least 1 redemption, maybe more. Let me get a few sleeves set up on the table, and we're going to start looking through this to see what we've got coming out of here tonight. Oh, Corey, we'll probably pull more Jerry Rice. I mean, I've got quite a few cases of the Leaf mini helmets, so we'll be opening plenty more of those. Of course, we've got the TriStar jerseys we're still opening by the case. We've got a few more cases of the Leaf jerseys, so there'll be plenty more Jerry Rice coming around there, I'm sure. So no worries about that, all right? Okay, let's see what we've got. Base cards I just kind of buzzed through. We're going to find a bunch of these, and anytime you see that red, it's going to be numbered to 299. Anytime you see the orange, it is numbered to 99. And we'll see some blue ones along the way. Those will be numbered to 199. And then we'll have a few inserts that'll be numbered to various things. That one is to 99 for the Vikings. Here's our redemption. I'm super mean with cruel and unusual punishment. I stack them all in one spot, and we don't look at them till the end of the break. Ooh, how bad is that, right? I know, so mean. So mean, but yet, I know, that's what we do. To 299, that is to 199, Josh Adams. Finally, we're going to look at a live hit in the product here. And this is Naheem Hines for the Colts with a relic numbered to 99. So our first hit of the night that is live. Of course, our redemption setting there. Richie James, that is numbered to 49 for the 49ers. Isn't that handy? And what are they going to do with Jimmy G out for the year? Having to go to C.J. Beathard. Whew, boys. I don't know what's going to happen with that. And, of course, Josh Rosen got the call. He's going to be taking over for, believe it or not, the uninjured Sam Bradford for maybe the first time in 100 years. Uninjured, but still playing poorly. To 299, Julio Jones. A rookies insert, Mike Gesicki to 99 for the Dolphins. Ronald Jones II for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With a little triple relic and autograph there. Numbered to 99. Yeah, I was surprised about Sam Bradford because, I mean, you know what? That's always been the deal with him. Like, he would be good, but he would get hurt. This year, he's not hurt, and he's not good. What is going on? I don't know. To 199, Jerome Baker and the Dolphins. To 299, that is MJ Stewart for the Bucks. The Tennessee Titans are going to have a triple relic here. Mariota, Corey Davis, and Derrick Henry, numbered 299. Here come the Vikings. Mike Hughes to 49. Buckeye for fun. You saw Gesicki 1/1 with the Dolphin relic. Oh, you know how I love those. I love when we get a piece of the Dolphin, or like for the Cardinals, when we get a piece of the bird. Anything that's got an animal on it and we get all or most of the animal, I am like thrilled. It's my just about my favorite pull. The NFL Shield is still my favorite, but the Dolphin and the Cardinal and that, ooh, close second. That was to 299 for the Jets. Here's Golden Tate to 99 for the Lions. And mirrored to 49. This has two different teams on it. It's going to go over here into our housekeeping pile because we will have to use random to award that at the end of the break as well. The Texans hit with a little Kiki. That is numbered to 25. Definitely see a little chipping down there in the lower right. You guys probably all know by now that most of these cards are going to have, especially the thick ones, going to have imperfect edges and corners right out of the box. To 299, that's Michael Thomas and the Saints. Julian Edelman to 199 for the Patriots. Our good old standby for 2018 football is Jamon Moore and the Packers. That is numbered to 99, and I don't think we've really probably maybe ever had a product for 2018 where we didn't pull a bunch of Jamon Moore. Here is Taven Bryan. That is also to 49. That is for Jacksonville. The Jags have a hit. Those are our first 3 boxes of the night. Oh, Buckeye for fun. It was centered perfectly, too. Yeah, I would have just, you know how I am. I would have been just salivating to pull that. I love pulling those kinds of things. Josh, this is, oh, guys, is this case number 3 of XR tonight? I guess it is. Yeah, I think that's right. I have to stop and think about how many cases of what we've opened, but I think this is the 3rd case. Flawless basketball, Corey. Oh gosh, we're still a few weeks out from that. I don't know yet. I definitely have a few cases of it coming, but I don't know exactly how many. Flawless Collegiate Football, I think I told you, got pushed back to the 3rd of October. So no Flawless Collegiate Football for, what, another week or so. A little over, I guess. And I don't even remember the Flawless Basketball date, but it's still got a little bit to go because we've still got Impeccable Basketball and Immaculate Basketball. Both are coming before we get to Flawless. And I've seen my Flawless numbers from only one place so far. So my other places haven't given me my numbers yet, Corey, so I don't know. But it'll be a decent number of them, I would hope. I mean, I would think, but honestly, you never know. Basketball's so weird. They don't make as much of it as they do of football, so you can spend, like, proportionately a whole lot more on basketball and get a whole lot less of the really good stuff than if you spent proportionately the same amount in football. So, I don't know. Depends on what they decide to give me, basically. Yeah, Gina, I know. Saving the money for the Flawless Collegiate, and it will be the 3rd, which is next Wednesday. So a week from tomorrow. It just got pushed out from this week. That is to $99 for the Eagles. Jordan Lasley to $2.99 for the Ravens. They actually announced that, I think it was Friday of last week. Zeke to $49 for the Cowboys. And I did try to let you guys know in the break, but it doesn't necessarily mean, Gina, you might not have been logged in the night I was talking about it either. But, yeah, pushed us back by a week. Some chipping in the upper left, maybe a little in the upper right as well. Ronald Jones for the Bucks, $2.75. Yeah, Flawless Basketball, you definitely are going to have a little while, Corey, before it's out. I mean, at least a few weeks. I just don't remember what the specific date is. And they just changed a bunch of the dates again to $1.99 for the Chargers, to $2.99 for the Eagles. And here comes Jamon Moore again for the Packers. Green Bay Packers, numbered to 99, triple relic. Still no signature, though. Huh, unusual. Instead, we have a Joshua Jackson signature for the pack to $199. Buckeye for fun. You're just happy that you got a hit. You're like, yeah. You know what? I tell you, the media last night, I was so mad at those guys. As soon as Ryan Fitzpatrick hit that little bump in the road in the game last night, everybody starts talking about how, oh, Fitzmagic is over and they need to immediately start thinking about how to replace him. And, you know, Jameis should get the job back and blah, blah, blah. That's numbered to 75. You know what? I mean, the guy still had a good game. Not all of those interceptions were his fault. I mean, one was tipped and one was kind of dropped. And, I mean, I don't know. It just made me mad. That's to 49, Dante Pettis and the 49ers. I mean, of course, I wanted my Steelers to win. But I think the rapid pace at which they turned against Ryan Fitzpatrick was crazy. I mean, maybe the guy didn't have a perfect game, but come on. That's to 299, Aaron Rodgers. Simi Cobbs Jr. to 99. I started to say 49, but that's 99 for the Redskins. My Pittsburgh Steelers are in the house with James Washington. And that is numbered to 25. Gina, I think what you should buy instead is buy into our Opulence basketball break. Corey told you some of the stuff he's pulled out of Opulence apparently in another break because we haven't broken ours yet. So this is Tremaine Edmonds to 199 for the Buffalo Bills. So, I mean, there's good stuff in there, Gina. That's what you should jump into. Buy a spot in that hits draft, right? That's a whole lot less than Flawless is going to cost you anyway. That's all I'm saying. You might hit some magic in there. It's to $2.99. That is to $1.99 for the Vikings. Then we have $2.99 an insert for the boys. Jeff Garcia 1 of 1, Jeff Garcia. This is going to be a printing plate with maybe a relic and signature attached. Oh, yes, it is. How about that, 49ers? Yes, indeed. You have a nice 4-color relic, a signature attached, printing plate, 1 of 1. Autograph and relic. I like it. But Gina, there is no crap in opulence. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is Ray McLeod to $2.99. It's all hits. There's no, well, there is the group of base. Okay, so all the base and numbered base will be put together to make a 22nd hit. But it's an all hits product other than that. And the only way you would get that is if you either chose it or you ended up in the very, excuse me, the very last draft position where somebody else didn't choose it. Saquon Barkley to 75 for the New York Giants. So you can't get too wrong on that. Well, see, if you want to get Hayward or Tatum, then you need to be in opulence. I'm just saying. There is Ito Smith to 199 for the Falcons. Another base card. We already looked at those base cards, but because I had forgotten to move them off to the side, we just looked at them again so you would know that we had seen them. Yeah, Corey, the base in opulence is low numbered, but I don't remember exactly what. You would remember, you would know better than I, since you've already been in some breaks of it, and I haven't broken our case of it yet. So I'm sure you're right in saying numbered to 79 or less. But there's not going to be like a ton of base in there anyway. I think out of the whole case, there's maybe 9 of those cards that will be base or variations of base. Non-autographed, non-relic hits, in other words. But yes, I may have to, I don't know, I may have to end up putting some of those spots on eBay and moving out the last of those spots in that manner. I really didn't want to have to do that, especially because it's a hits draft and it's, you know, sometimes you just wander across somebody on eBay who just doesn't pay attention. And I can't tell you how many times I have people buy into breaks and they'll say, like, after they don't pay or they pay and then they don't hit or whatever, and they'll send you something saying, oh, well, I thought I was buying the whole case. Like, really? For like $10 you thought you were buying a whole case of cards? But I don't know. I find it challenging sometimes because people who aren't familiar with breaks and how they work will just jump in there and bid based on the picture. And then if we got into a hits draft on top of that, oh, that just looks like a mess to me. And then, you know, somebody wouldn't show up to the break and we'd choose their card for them and they'd have a freak out and file a case. I mean, you know, you can just watch the whole thing play out in slow motion. So I'm trying to avoid putting it on eBay. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Taven Bryan to 199. Leonard Williams for the Jets, numbered to 5 on that one. 5 and 5 and 5. Mainly, I just want to get into that opulence. I mean, I've had it since Friday. It's burning a hole in my pocket, so to speak. To 99, it's Anthony Miller and the Bears. Jaleel Scott and the Ravens. Jaleel Scott is numbered to 199. Yeah, Gina, it is a hits draft, so for sure it's going to be, you know, your draft position definitely makes a difference as to where you end up in there, you know, as to what you end up with. Obviously, everybody's goal is to end up with the number 1 draft position, but I still think that it's preferable to do that high-end stuff that way to team breaks, because if your team doesn't hit, you're out the whole boatload of it. You get nothing to show for it. So at least in the hits draft, you know, you're going to have something to show for it. That's to 49 for the Giants. And this is Teddy Bruschi. Oh, it's nice, low numbered too. That is numbered to 10 for the Patriots. Very nice. You've got a little bit of a bad corner down here in the lower right. Maybe a little soft in the upper as well. But as a whole, not in bad shape there for Teddy. Numbered to 10 with the Patriots. So you're saying, Gina, you haven't done well, but you know, saying you haven't done well in like helmet and jersey breaks. But again, those are so different in the fact that you're not guaranteed to get anything, and it's harder. There's one hit in each box of those that you open. I mean, this, you know, you're going to have a hit because you're guaranteed one because it's a hits draft. But also, there's 22 hits to work from or with. So, I don't know. To me, it's different, but I do respect what you're saying. So, it sounds like it might not be a thing for you then. I don't know. Andrew Luck, Naheem Hines, and T.Y. Hilton for the Colts to 49. But see, I'm kind of thinking of it the same way I think of Transcendence, which I know you said like you're interested in Transcendence and that's one that you would want to do. To me, this is kind of the same, except it's a lot less money because Transcendence, of course, $25,000 a case, a little different, $26,000 a case, whatever it is. Blake Bortles and DJ Chark for the Jags, numbered to 10 on that one. Nice little dual relic and dual autograph. How about I flip those so that they're not upside down, might be helpful. J.J. Watt to 199 Texans. Luke Falk to 299, still a Titan on that card. A Vanguard insert for my Steelers, numbered to 49. Mason Rudolph coming out for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Haven't seen Mason come out of XR in a great quantity. That one is numbered to 49. But I did have somebody offer to sell me some Mason Rudolph autographed and authenticated Steelers jerseys. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about it yet, though. Luke Falk to 299 for the Titans. That's to 199 for the Colts. An X Factor to 49 Thielen and the Vikings. Another redemption. So now we have 2 redemptions and 1 mirrored card in our housekeeping pile over there. Things to work on when we get farther along. To 299 Big Ben. Jordan Howard for the Bears to 199. Bradley Chubb, Broncos. Is that the first Bronco we've seen tonight? It's numbered to 99. Ray McLeod and the Bills to 199. Oh, really, Corey? You like random teams better than the hits draft? Why do you like the random teams better? Because you know you're going to get blanked on at least 8 teams, go home with nothing. Possibly more than 8 teams. But you've only got you got 21 hits, so at least 9 teams get no hits at all with random teams. I mean, you could still, I guess, get a numbered card, but I mean, I'm talking purely hits, autographs, and relics. For certain, you know, nine teams would have nothing, and maybe more if some teams pulled more than 1 autograph or relic. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could always just switch it and convert it over to that. I would just have to figure out, you know, those of you who are already in it, we would have to figure out how many teams you would have the equivalent of based on the spots you've already, you know, bought into. But, I mean, we could switch it over to random teams, I guess. It's just, to me, it doesn't seem like as good of a, it definitely is not as good of in the odds department, but if that's what everybody prefers, I'm not totally opposed to it. wouldn't, I mean, it'll lower your buy-in a little, but not a huge amount. If we converted it to random teams. So I don't know, I've always been more of a fan of hits drafts than the high-end products, but anyway, it's good to know. Good feedback, guys. Good feedback. We'll take a look at that possibility and see what it would look like if we converted it over. All right. We are looking at to $199 a Ram. This is to $299 a San Francisco 49er. An insert to 99 for the Titans. Sony Michel and the Patriots. Patriots have been not quite looking very Patriot-like this year, have they? That is numbered to 25 for Mr. Sony Michel. And look at that, numbered to 25, and you get one little slightly two-colored patch. Your two big patches are just white. And the thing's numbered to 25. Like, what's up with that? I hate when Panini does that sort of thing. Dak Prescott to $199. All the pundits are calling for his head to roll. To $299, Jameis Winston and the Bucks. Broncos with a triple relic, Thomas Sanders Sutton. Numbered to 99. Jalen Samuels for my Steelers. Jalen hadn't found the field a whole lot in the regular season, but I still like the kid. And that is numbered to 49. Yeah, oh, so your random, you said your random teams are selling for 105 and 109 per team. So, I mean, you know, like I said, it lowers your buy-in a little, but not a lot, but it takes away the guaranteed factor. That's to $299. That is to $99. But, you know, I mean, like I say, if that's what you guys want to do, I don't really have a problem with it. I would just have to do some math to figure out how to convert it since half the spots are already sold, but... We have Winston, Evans, and Jones for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's nice looking, and it should be because it's numbered to 10. So that's why we have three very nice patches on that one, because it's a nice low number. Michael Gallup and the Cowboys. Michael is numbered to 49 on the luminous endorsements. Dusty helmets have broken. Thank you, Corey, for jumping in and answering that for me as well. Sometimes you guys in chat see the questions before I see them, so I always appreciate you helping me out on that. To $299 for the Patriots. Beast Mode to $199 for the Raiders. Here comes a little one-of-one printing plate, and that is two teams on it. We've got Saints and Patriots, Kamara, and actually, it's this card, right? It's the printing plate of that exact card. How about that? We pulled the card and the plate. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? Naheem Hines for the Colts. We already pulled him earlier, but now we have him again to $199. And a base card for the Vikings. Buckeye for fun. You said if you did basketball, you'd get in. Yeah, I hear you. Basketball's either, you know, you love it or you hate it. There's not a lot of in-between on that one as far as collecting. To $299, Clay Matthews. Russell Wilson to $99, Seahawks. Vanguard insert for my Steelers to $25, Marquise Pouncey. Behind that, we have another Jalen Samuels for the Steelers. Steelers are having a pretty good little break. And it is numbered to 75. It's like sink or swim with the Steelers in XR this year. There's either a lot of them or none of them, or very, you know, like one. Doesn't seem to be a lot of middle ground with the Steelers in XR for whatever reason. DJ Chark and the Jags. This is a really thick card, so it's going to be a relic of some sort that is nice. It is numbered to 10. And it is indeed a nice relic, especially down there on the bottom. Looks like we might have caught the edge of the logo down there on the bottom. How about Aaron Donald? Nice hit to 5 for the Rams. Not a lot of Aaron Donald autographs in products in general. So kind of cool to hit Aaron to 5 if you are the Rams. And we're going to follow that up with Eli Manning to 5. How about that? Back-to-back autos to 5. Neither one of which come out very often. So Giants, I know you're looking for Saquon Barkley, but Eli to 5 probably, I don't know, probably still gets you what, maybe $7,500, something like that if you're reselling it. I'd say somewhere in that neighborhood. Buckeye for fun, you said you spend too much on football and baseball anyway. I know the feeling, man. I do. I mean, basketball is just kind of like the forgotten product, I think. Nobody ever... There are certainly people who do primarily basketball, but there's not a ton of them. Most people do either football or baseball or some combination thereof, and they kind of dabble a little bit in basketball. But there are not a whole lot of people that are solely basketball with no football or baseball, you know, mixed in. So, oh, I know, Corey. I hear you, man. You're those bills for your accident are definitely gonna rack up on you, I'm sure. Thank goodness you're hitting some good stuff that's gonna probably help finance a little bit of that. I would say that. Was it, you said it was Kobe Bryant, right? Where you hit the solid gold one? That, excuse me, or the gold bar, I should say, the 24 karat gold bar. That'd probably bring you a little money, man. You can sell that Kobe and get a little help towards those medical bills with that, I imagine. Buckeye for fun, you have only one basketball card. Yeah, Corey, there are definitely a lot of people who prefer the rookies to the veterans. And, you know, of course, when we get into football and baseball, there is a very rookie-heavy concentration. But in basketball, it's not as much. I mean, definitely there are rookies in it, but there are for sure a lot of active and veteran hits in basketball as well. So that might explain part of why some people don't like it as much. That was to $2.99 the Falcons. That's to $1.99 for the Raiders. Triple relic for the Saints, Kamara Thomas and Traquan Smith. That is numbered to 10. So another nice relic. That's our third triple relic to 10, if I'm remembering correctly. Here comes Hayden Hurst and the Ravens. That is numbered to 49. Yeah, that numbered to 20. Yeah, Corey, that thing will probably sell for some decent money when it shows up at your place. You can flip that little bad boy. To $2.99, Andrew Luck. To $1.99, Joe Mixon. Vanguard insert. 1 of 1 for the Lions. So there's our third 1 of 1 for tonight, actually. So we had the autograph relic printing plate 1 of 1, then the straight up printing plate, and now a little Vanguard 1 of 1 for the Lions. Here's Jamon Moore again for the Packers because he did not want us to forget about him, right? He wanted to make sure to show up in here several times. That's $199 for the Packers. And that is another base card there for the Vikes. AJ Green to $199 Bengals. Aaron Rodgers to $299 for the Packers. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. That is to $75, and I know that we wish that had been autographed. I do too. Doris Fountain and the Colts. That is numbered to 99. Oh, you're talking about Kobe Bryant Eminence. Yeah, I mean, Eminence is an extremely expensive product, and it is all Kobe Bryant. And yeah, it came out a while back. Um, I didn't even consider buying Eminence, honestly. Vita Vea, 199, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shaquem Griffin, 299, Seahawks. Gilded Greats to 49, that's Thurman Thomas and the Bills. The boys have a hit with Michael Gallup. Michael is numbered to 75 with a relic and an autograph. And Carlton Davis for the Bucks. We are in our last pack. Let's look for a little last pack mojo here, guys. See if we can pull something big out. Julio Jones to 299. Joe Flacco to 199. Cortland Sutton and the Denver Broncos out to 75. Sam Hubbard to 199 for the Bengals. Terrell Edmonds, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Michael Thomas were our base cards. Antonio Callaway for the Browns, 299. Clay Matthews to 199. And I got to tell you what, man, that poor guy, he's getting flagged on, honestly, what we all look at and think should just be a football play. I know they've changed that rule this year, but, like, it's getting flagged way too much. Some of this roughing the passer stuff is, like, out of hand, because I wouldn't call it roughing the passer. But anyway, to 25, it's Franco Harris and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think pretty soon we're just going to have to bring out body pillows and you just lay the quarterback down on a pillow on the field. I'm like, what is that? Sam Darnold and the Jets. A little bit of corner imperfection, more so on the right than the left. And that is numbered to 25. So Jets, you were probably getting pretty nervous, but there is Sam on our next to last card to bail you out. But we do have a couple of redemptions yet to take a look at, so we'll find out what's on the other side of those. Then after we do that, of course, we'll go to the checklist and verify both of those. We'll come back and do our housekeeping, which is the random of those two cards, and then we'll recap everything. So that's kind of what's coming up here in the moments ahead. All right. Rashad Penny, what a shock. Rookie swatch autographs. Yeah, we could have almost taken wagers that one of these would be Rashad Penny because, like, they always are. We'll go verify that he's a Seahawk in a moment, and we'll also find out what that's going to be numbered to. And our second one is Kiki. That is for the Texans. Rookie triple swatch autographs gold. So being that it says gold, I would think it should be a fairly low numbered hit on that one. But let's wander over that way and find out, shall we? I get you. I'm going to take you there first so I don't forget to move you. Occasionally I'll forget to move you guys. I'll just be going along down through the checklist and not realize I haven't switched your view. But tonight we did it the right way and took you first. Okay, first we're going to look up the Rashad Penny. It was just rookie swatch autographs was our card set. And I'm getting us there eventually. There we go. Card number 10, Rashad Penny, will be numbered 299. And of course, we can see on there that he is a Seahawk. We're next going to go to rookie triple swatch autographs gold. If I can get my mouse back up, there we are. Triple swatch autographs gold. Card number 188. Kiki is numbered to 10 for the Texans. That's nice. Okay, so let's come back here. Bring you back here with me for a minute or two while we work on a couple of little things here. Yeah, Corey, I have those Bowman Chrome Jumbos. I mean, some people are going to call them Jumbos, some people are going to call them HTA. It's the same thing. I think they kind of used to all be called Jumbos, and now sometimes people call them, I mean, technically it's HTA because it stands for Hometown Advantage. That's what Topps calls it. But really it's Jumbo, you know. But yes, the answer is yes. Okay, so here's what we are looking at. We have the Saints and the Patriots, and this is the actual card, and then we have the printing plate of, guess what, the same card. So we're going to first go to the checklist or to the spreadsheet and see if we happen to have someone that owns both those teams, in which case we could just be done and have no work to do, but probably that's not going to be the case. But let's go and find out. So where are our Patriots? It's 3 MTA 326, and the Saints. Shan. Oh boy, I'm just going to go with Shan. So it's Shan and 3 MTA. So obviously we've got two different team owners there. So I'm going to bring you with me. I'm going to move us over here to random. And here's what we're going to do. Because that happens to be the exact same card with the same two teams on it, I guess I'll run random twice on it. Normally I wouldn't. Like if they were different, if it was different teams on there, I would just do like left side of the card, right side of the card. But because these are the same teams, just on two different variations of the card, we'll actually do random twice. So to that end, two different times, I mean. To that end, I'm going to copy this. So here's what's about to happen. I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 are not going to count. It's only the third one that will count. The first one that we're working on is not the 1 of 1. We're working on the base card that is numbered to 75. So it's the mirrored base card to 75. The reason the Saints are typed in first is because they were on the left-hand side of the card. I always enter it either left to right or top to bottom, depending on how a card is oriented. Okay, so good luck. And again, this is the one numbered to 75, not the 1 of 1. So you can ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here is our third and final, and you will see there 3 times, date and time stamp. That one went to the Saints. That is this card right here. Just went to the Saints by way of random. Obviously, you would know I wouldn't write on a card, right? So, wrote on the sleeve. We're now going to do the exact same thing with this. So, again, Saints are on the left, Patriots are on the right. So, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go into random, enter it in, go 3 times. First 2 won't count. Third will tell us the story. Okay, there we are. So good luck to the Saints and the Patriots. Here we go. Ignore the first one. You can ignore the second one. Here is our third and final. And there's 3 times our date and time stamp, also headed to the Saints. So random.org seems to like the Saints tonight. So our 1 of 1 is also going to the New Orleans spot. And there again, obviously on the sleeve, not on the card. So now we're ready to recap for this and see what we've got. Corey, yeah, the HTA boxes, they changed those on Bowman Chrome, I don't know, a few years back, 2-3 years ago, something like that, where there's no base in the HTA. It's all just autograph hits. The regular Bowman Chrome, of course, has base and autographs, and it's too many boxes in a master box. The HTA is all autographs and no base, and they will never ever give us as much of the HTA as they do the regular Bowman Chrome. So you have to buy a whole lot of regular Bowman Chrome to get a little tiny bit of the HTA. So nobody ever has as much HTA as they want, but that's how it goes. So our 1 of 1 printing plate was awarded to the Saints by way of random. This dual team card was also awarded to the Saints by way of random. We had a redemption for Kiki and the Texans. That will be numbered to 10. A redemption for Rashad Penny and the Seahawks. That will be numbered to 99. Now we're going to roll back through the rest of our hits. After we do this, I'll go back to the spreadsheet and put up the information about projected shipping dates and all that in case you're interested in that. So we have Cowboys, a 1 of 1 here for the Lions. We should take a look at the back of that as well because it is a 1 of 1 after all. And then that is numbered to 49, of course, Ravens. Numbered to 10 for the Saints. Numbered to 10 for the Jags. There's Steelers, the Colts. That is the Cowboys. This is another nice low number, the 10 for the Buccaneers. That again is Steelers and Broncos. Then we have some Patriots, a Bronco, another Steeler. This is also numbered to 10 for the Jags. So the Jags with a couple of hits, both numbered to 10, right in that stack. Then we have Bengals along with Colts, Packers, nice Eli Manning to 5 for the Giants, a nice Aaron Donald to 5 for the Rams. The Bills, this is numbered to 10 for the Patriots, Teddy Bresci. That is to 49 for the Giants. Then we have the Ravens coming out with Jaleel Scott. Ito Smith for the Falcons, Saquon Barkley for the Giants. Here's our nice 1 of 1 for the 49ers. It's autographed. You've got a 4-color relic. It's a printing plate. All in one. 1 of 1, Jeff Garcia, 49ers. Then we have the Bills and the Steelers, the 49ers again. Sam Darnold, Cortland Sutton, Lamar Jackson to 49 triple relic for the Colts. Joshua Jackson for the Packers. And then for the Packers, it's Jamon Moore, Ronald Jones. There is Taven Bryan. Packers again. Kiki for the Texans. There's Mike Hughes for the Vikings. Tennessee Titans, Marcus Mariota. And, of course, Corey Davis and Derrick Henry were on there, too. Ronald Jones for the Bucks. Richie James for the 49ers. And to 99, Naheem Hines started us off tonight. So that is our case of XR football this evening. And, yeah, spreadsheet information, right? That's what we've got to take a look at one more time in case someone happened to miss it earlier or you're just interested in seeing it again. Let's get that put back up here real quickly. So projected shipping dates for the paid break, which was XR, is Saturday. I think I can probably get that out to you sooner, but plan on Saturday and hope for faster. Ditto on the memorabilia. I always project the free shipping stuff to go out the door 6 or 7 days after an auction ends. Realistically, I think I can get it out to you sooner than Monday, but plan on Monday and hope that it will be sooner. And of course, that was our ticket, our baseball jerseys, and our football helmets. If you were not pulled in a break tonight, you are entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year in any series. I just grab one out of the box for your team and put it in a team bag or whatever. That's how that works. I do track that for a rolling 90-day period. If you're in one of the free shipping breaks, I usually hold those consolation cards until the next time when you do have a package heading your way, when you have pulled something. Then I gather them all up and I send them out with that package. If you want it sooner than that and you were in the free shipping break, you just send me a message through eBay and I will happily take care of that for you. In the paid shipping break, if you got skunked, whatever consolation cards you're due would go ahead and ship with the rest of the break. So you wouldn't have to worry about anything in that regard. This is what's coming up in the days ahead on eBay, so we're going to be busy. Tomorrow night, of course, National Treasures Baseball and Bowman Chrome Baseball both come out tomorrow. We're going to open a full case of each tomorrow night, along with a full 5-box case, I'll get it out in a minute, of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. Thursday night, we'll open a multi-sport autographed program from Hit Parade, a second case of NT Baseball, and a 5th case of Spectra. And please note that for those of you who care about this sort of thing, it is loose boxes from 2 different cases. So 4 came in one shipment, 4 came in another shipment. I'm assuming they took them out of 2 different cases. So, because that's what they told me, that I got a half case the first time, and then they came back and gave me a half case later after the release date. So there you go for anybody who cares about that. On Friday night, we'll open the back half of the Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey case that we started tonight. We'll start a new case of Leaf autographed mini football helmets. We'll open a 4th and final case of XR football on Friday and a 2nd case of Bowman Chrome. Saturday, we're going to be busy. It will be a 3-peat basketball box with 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, a half case of Leaf autographed jerseys, and those are the back half of a case that we've already started. We're going to open a 4th of a case of Luminaries, or I'm sorry, a 3rd of a case of Luminaries baseball. Those are loose boxes that came to me as a 3rd case quantity. A half case of Bowman High Tech, same thing, loose boxes that came to me that way as a half case quantity. And ditto, loose boxes and a half case quantity for Leaf Trinity football. We will also do another Topps Chrome football mixer. I increased the quantity on that one a little bit. Instead of 1 box 13, 1 box 14, and 1 box of 15, we're going to do 2 of each. So it'll be 6 total boxes of Topps Chrome football, 2 from 2013, 2 from 2014, 2 from 2015. Sunday, we're going to start a half hour earlier at 9:30 instead of 10. We're going to open a multi-sport jersey. So again, that'll be spot sold by first letter of last name. And we're going to try a half case of basketball jerseys, right? Like those don't come out really often from Gold Rush. And I'm kind of looking forward to it because we have in the past pulled Kobe Bryant out of there, among others. The Gold Rush basketball jerseys typically produce some very nice hits. So it'll be the first time we've broken those in a case quantity or a half case quantity. Normally we do them 1 at a time. But we're going to give a half case a try and see what happens. We will also open a Hit Parade Series 20 autographed baseball bat and the back half of Heritage High number that we started this past weekend, I think. Either Friday or Saturday of this past weekend we started that. And then finally, here's the opulence information one final time. If enough of you want to switch this over to a random team break from being a hits draft, I mean, I can definitely do that. I mean, that's not that big a deal. So if that's what you guys would prefer, we can do that. It is for a case of 2017-18 opulence basketball. It's break number 1. Right now, as a hits draft, it's every position guaranteed to get something. And of course, if we switch it up to random teams, that would switch as well. But I will send a message out maybe tomorrow to everyone and see if those who are already involved in the break are interested in having that switch up to random teams. And we'll maybe get a little feedback from those of you already in it and then go from there. As it stands right now, it's $135 a spot. If we make it as a random team break, it's probably going to drop down a little bit. I'd have to do the math on it, but I'm guessing it's probably going to go down by, $20, $25 a bidding spot, something like that. So it would be a little less money, but you wouldn't be guaranteed to get anything. So we'll revisit that after I touch base with those of you who are in the break. So look for an email coming from me about that if your name is on that list as already participating. So I think that's got me wrapped up for this evening. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining me tonight. I hope I'll see you again tomorrow night because you know what? We're going to have fun with NT Baseball and Bowman Chrome. And you all know how I love my Bowman, so I'm super stoked about getting into that tomorrow night. And I'll be back at it then. Please join me if you have time. Until I see you next, take care now. Bye-bye.